So, you're a musician, and you've hit a snag with your practice and playing, and you don't know exactly what to practice or how to practice, and this will eventually lead to having less of a practice schedule and becoming less interested in practicing and mastering your instrument. So, if this is you, or if you're a musician who just needs some advice to get over that hurdle, I gotcha. In today's video, I'm going to give you some solid gold tips on how to improve your practice and playing, become the best musician you possibly can be, and most importantly, love what you do. So number one is to create a practice schedule. Now, as simple as this may sound, it is absolutely essential for your practice and for your progress, and well, just to improve overall as a musician. When it comes to practicing, you definitely need a practice schedule. My practice schedule is I practice a certain thing 1 hour per day for 1 week. And at the end of the week, I evaluate my progress, and if I feel like I need another week to practice it, that's what I give myself. Or if I feel like, I'm good enough at what I've practiced, then I move on to something else. But, with practice schedules, they're fantastic. You can make them up. They can be whatever you like. You can practice for 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week, or 15 minutes a day, 6 days a week, or, your practice schedule can be whatever you want it to be. But as long as you have a practice schedule and you're sticking to it and you're being consistent and as you're going along, you're improving your practice schedule, then you'll be unstoppable. Number two, ask yourself what you want to achieve as a musician. Do you want to be a rhythm player, a lead player, or do you want to be an absolute shredder? Do you want to just learn how to play all the chords? Do you want to learn how to play all the scales? Do you want to learn all the modes? Like, what is it you want to learn and what is it you want to achieve? You got to ask yourself that. And whatever answer you come up with, like, what do I want to achieve as a musician? Oh, I want to play like this person. Okay, well, what are the steps I need to take to be able to play like that person? Well, for starters, go on YouTube and look up videos of that person playing and, see what they're doing and how they get their sound. Just ask yourself what you want to achieve as a musician. If you want to be the best you possibly can be, work towards that. Basically, what I'm saying is whatever it is you want to achieve as a musician, work towards that. Take little steps. Don't take massive steps that are too overwhelming and, you don't know like where to go after the first step or something like that. Just take little steps. You've got all the time in the world, but yeah, work towards achieving the goal you want to achieve as a musician. Number three, ask yourself why you love your instrument. Now, this is a bit of an interesting one because, well, everyone's going to have different reasons. Like, I love the bass guitar because I love the sound. I love the role it plays in the band, and I just love the way it feels to play. I think it's really awesome. And whenever I listen to music, the first instrument I try to listen out for is the bass because I just love bass, anything to do with bass, I absolutely love. And when I decided to be a bass player, I made it my mission to become the best bass player I possibly can be because I love the instrument so much. But if you love playing the drums, you got to ask yourself, why do I love playing the drums? Is it the sound? Is it the way it feels when I play it? By asking yourself these questions, you then come up with reasons as to why you love your instrument, and you feel good about the reasons you come up with, as to why you love your instrument, and you will just automatically develop the motivation and the enthusiasm to go to your instrument, pick it up, and start playing it. So, yeah, it is, as weird as it may sound, the love you have for your instrument. Sorry if that sounds weird, but there's no other way of putting it. Well, I can't think of another way right now. But the love you have for your instrument is absolutely vital. Because if you're practicing your instrument and you don't love it, then there's no point. And you don't progress. Number four, take notes from your favourite players. For me personally, my favourite players are Flea, Marcus Miller, Billy Sheehan, Victor Wooten, the guy from Muse, Chris Worcestershire Sauce, or I can't pronounce his name. But anyway, what I love about those guys is what they produce, of course. And that goes for every musician playing their instrument. What they produce, is what people hear, is what people listen out for. But as musicians, we look at our favorite players and we watch very closely the way they play, the way they set up their gear, the way they achieve their tone. So, and of course, this goes without saying, you can hear your favorite players playing in your playing, if that makes sense. Like, I could watch bass players that slap at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I would instantly, just the way they have their hand like that, the way they position their slapping hand, and I think, yep, they've taken notes from Flea, of course, But if you take notes from your favourite players, you're always going to learn more. I mean, learning is endless. So if you're taking notes from your favourite player, and it could just be like, look, if you only have one favourite player and you're constantly taking notes from them and listening to what they do, watching what they do and everything, you're always going to be learning something. I mean, you're never going to run out of information that player can offer you. So if you do that, take notes, actively take notes, actively listen, actively watch what they're doing, and put that into your own playing. There's absolutely no shame in doing that. You can take someone else's playing and incorporate it into your playing. There's nothing wrong with that. That right there is improving. I mean, if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't be playing your instrument and you wouldn't be improving. That's just the way it is. So yeah, take notes from your favorite players and do it often as well. Number 5, and this is a big one. Do not let others control or change the way you play. Play, practice, and master your instrument on your own terms. It's no one else's business but yours to be the best player that you can be. Number 6. Don't be afraid to get yourself out there. And what I mean by that is show the public what you can do. So, if you're thinking about making musical content, making videos of yourself, covering songs or playing originals or giving a tutorial or something like that, just go for it. Don't even think about it. Just sit down, set up your phone or your camera, and just hit record and just start doing your thing and just upload it. Upload it to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Just as long as people around the world, that might seem a little bit intimidating, sorry. I'll say it a different way. So other people can see you playing. Whether it's a video of you on YouTube or up on stage at a gig, people are watching you and they will be giving you feedback. Now, when it comes to the feedback, a lot of people are quite intimidated by that concept. If I say, yep, upload a video of yourself covering your favorite song and just wait for all the comments and all the feedback to come through, people are going to be saying, oh, all the feedback, what if it's all negative? What if people have nothing nice to say about my playing? Well, here's the thing though. Feedback, positive or negative, is feedback. Like it doesn't matter what feedback you get. It doesn't matter if your video performs well or badly. As long as some people or a lot of people or the entire world see you playing, as long as you get yourself out there. Doesn't matter, just getting back to feedback. Doesn't matter what type of feedback you get. The fact that you recorded yourself covering a song or playing an original, the fact that you got yourself out there, that's extraordinary. A lot of people don't do that. So if you just upload a video or if you get yourself on stage at a gig and put yourself out there for other people to watch you and give you feedback, you will have the confidence and the satisfaction that you put yourself out there. That'll just come naturally. Because getting yourself out there is a major contributor to moving yourself forward and up. Forward and up. I'm not very good with words, but hopefully you know what I mean. Number 7 is no matter how much doubt you have at a particular time, or no matter if you're feeling unmotivated at a particular time, just whatever you do not give up. When it comes to practicing anything, in this case, your instrument. I'm talking to musicians here, but this goes for everyone wanting to get better at a skill or anything like that. When it comes to practice and consistency, there are going to be times where you will lose motivation, or you will have doubt in yourself, or you just have a bad feeling where you don't want to practice anymore. Now look, that happens to all of us, and it happens to me. I have bad days where I just think, oh, I'm not getting better at this thing that I'm practicing, should I keep going with it? Or absolutely you should keep going with it. Do not give up, because it would be an absolute tragedy if you just suddenly gave up the thing you've spent years trying to perfect. So hang in there. You're going to be awesome. Don't give up. Reason number 8. I should have used that microphone stand over there. Anyway, nevertheless, reason number 8 is be open to listening to every genre of music. Now, sure, you're going to listen to songs, you're going to listen to bands where you think, what the hell is this? Like this is not my thing. I'm really not gelling with this, and that's cool, honestly. There are some bands, some songs where I think like that. Some song, like a song will come on the radio, and I just think, oh my god, am I gonna really have to listen to this? Well, I've got the option to turn the radio off, of course, but anyway, getting sidetracked. Be open to listen to every genre, even if something is not really your thing. I can guarantee you there will be something in that thing that you can take away. Like if you listen to a song, if it's not your thing, if you don't like it, just still try to be open to listen to it, because there might be something in there that you've missed hearing it on previous occasions, that you might pick up this time round. Whether it's like a neat little turnaround, or a neat little fill, or like an obscure passing note in there or something, just something to grab your attention and think, oh, okay, why have they done that? Like that's pretty cool they've done that, Just in general, having an open mind as a musician, having an open mind to listening to every genre, or listening to every style, or, taking notes from every player. Just having an open mind, just, not being afraid to look into a particular subject with music, or, just having an open mind. That's important, and that will improve your progress as well, because you never know, you might really like something in music that you thought you didn't like not that long ago. So having an open mind as a musician is very important. Reason number 9. I'm not going to do the hand gestures anymore. I'm just going to say the number and that's it. Reason number 9 is make your practice decent quality. What do I mean by that? Well, sit down and practice for at least an hour and make sure that it is, in fact, decent quality. So practice to a metronome. Make sure that you're always asking yourself questions, giving yourself feedback, thinking, okay, that bit was good, but I can improve this, or I don't quite know how to do this. Maybe I should look up on YouTube on how to do that better, or something like that. Decent quality, almost like studying for an exam. Sorry if I made that sound boring, but you know how much effort you have to put into studying for an exam. You got to look up all the information. You got to write notes. When you practice, you don't have to physically write out notes. I mean, you can mentally create notes, but just decent, good quality practice. And what do I mean by not good quality practice is picking up your instrument and just noodling for 10 minutes and having a slight feeling of satisfaction that you at least picked up your instrument. So decent quality practice goes an awful long way. Reason number 10. Are they actually reasons or tips? Sorry, tip number 10. Stop wasting your time researching and buying new gear, or trying to always improve your setup. All that time you spend wasting on that could have been spent practicing and improving your instrument. I mean, if you're at mediocre level and you're spending all your time in guitar shops and on the internet looking around at the latest guitar, the latest bass, the latest drums or keyboard or whatever, just buying more gear than actually practicing is not the way to go at all. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. That's been me a few times. I spent way too much time trying to figure out the perfect pedal board setup when I could have been practicing. And it showed, believe me. When I did get a pedal board set up I was happy with, picked up my bass to practice and I almost couldn't play it because I spent way too much time away from it and on accessories, which added little to nothing to my playing and sound. So yeah, just practice with the gear you have. I mean, if you're a guitar player, if you have a super cheap, crappy guitar that's, broken, and you're looking to upgrade, that's fine. By all means, upgrade to something nicer, and you'll get a lot more enjoyment out of it, and you'll want to play it more. But if you're a musician that has pretty decent quality gear that's going to serve you a lifetime, practice on that. Don't even bother thinking about upgrading. Get better with the gear you have. Tip number 11. This is probably the most important one that I'm going to be talking about in the video. Practice with a metronome. Okay? It doesn't matter what style of music you play, doesn't matter what instrument you play, doesn't matter what technique you're practicing, doesn't matter what song you're practicing, what riff you're trying to learn. It doesn't matter. Practice with a metronome. Okay? A metronome is, without a doubt, the most important tool you need when it comes to practicing. If you're playing your instrument and something doesn't sound quite right, or you think you're playing your technique or song incorrectly, or you think something's off, it's most likely going to be your poor timing because you didn't practice with a metronome. So I can't stress enough how important a metronome is. So if you haven't got a metronome, get one. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you can take something away from this, and I certainly hope that this video has served you well. Be sure to like and subscribe, share it with all your friends, comment, post it to your Facebook so all your friends and family and grandparents and uncles and aunties can see it, because that really helps me out, and I really appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys in the next video.